I guess we're gonna call him Uncle Max now. We went to my nephew's middle school play last night, which he did amazing at, by the way. He was Lord Farquaad in Shrek, and Max got asked if he was Jacob's uncle. Max is a sweetheart and has really integrated himself just perfectly well into my family. They all love him so much, which of course, like, he's the most lovable. And get yourself a man that will go with you to your nephew's middle school play and not complain and have a fun time and just be the most supportive and best all around. So we're at the play, it's before it's starting, and Max and I are talking, and he's looking over my shoulder and he begins to smile. So obviously, like, I turn kind of to see, like, what is he smiling at? And there's a gentleman there, he's like, "You're here to see Jacob?" And we are both like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And like, then it just kind of continued. And my older brother, Gabriel, whose son Jacob is sitting clear at the other end. There's like 8 of us there as a family. And anyway, but this gentleman, like, continued to look at Max like the entire time. And the play goes on, Jacob's amazing, and I remember just sitting there thinking, like, I can't believe that this is my life, honestly. Like, I have gone to every family gathering, every family experience solo my entire life, and over the last 9 months, Max has come with me to things, and I will never get over the feeling of having him there, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, sometimes still like, am I forcing you to be with me at this event? So I find myself thanking him for the most innocuous events that to him is like, Mia, this is part of a relationship. And to me, I'm just like super grateful because I've never had that person with me. So I remember leaning over and giving him a hug right before the play had started. The lights had gone dim, just like this one just did. Come on, turn back on. There we go. And I gave him a hug and just was like, "Thank you." And he's like, "For what?" And I was like, "Coming with me to this play." And he was like, "Mia, yeah, of course. Where else am I going to be? We're together," you know? And it's just a very odd experience because, like, I will thank him for things all the time that are just so, like, normal parts of relationships. And I'm working on, like, doing that less because I don't want to be, like, pesada is the word in Spanish, but annoying about it. But I just feel so much gratitude for it, you know? I'll finish the story on Uncle Max. And so the intermission starts and everybody's standing up and kind of moving around. And we both notice that 2 aisles up, there's a gentleman that has, like, his wallet has fallen through the seats. And so Max is on his way to go tell him that. And the man who had said to him, like, "Are you guys here to see Jacob?" beelines down his aisle and approaches Max. And I can kind of hear him, but I'm talking to my mom. But I think he says to him, like, "Are you Jacob's uncle?" And I don't hear what Max says. And then he goes and kind of like skirts around him, grabs the wallet, gives it to the man, comes back. And my mom at that time, because the gentleman had kind of stopped Max in his tracks, was really funnily like, "Go help him, go help him." And I'm like, "Mom, I don't know that man either. Max is a grown adult that has talked to people all his life. What do I need to help him with?" Anyway, it was a funny interaction. And he came back and he was like, I said, "Did that guy ask you if you're Max's uncle?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, what did you say?" He was like, I just kind of was like, "Yeah," like, and then like moving towards the wallet. And so there you go. Now he's Uncle Max. I got a new lip liner. It is by Maybelline called Almond Rose. Let me put that on and I'll show you the finished look. Okay, there's the finished look. Thanks for listening to my story about Uncle Max. If you've never had something, it's okay that it's precious. It's okay that those moments fill you with gratitude. And if anything, it makes them all the more special because there were many times last night where I just couldn't believe that finally, after so long, I had someone sitting next to me at a family event. So I'm sending lots of love to y'all today, and I'm wishing you a beautiful weekend.